Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to do a video thanking Nick Sandmann. He's one of the Covington Catholic School kids. He's the main one. The photo of him, allegedly smirking at the Native American man who was drumming. That's Nick Sandmann, and of course this was the video and the photo that was propagated around the world by the fake news press, including Washington Post and CNN and New York Times, etc., etc. And they all said that he was this racist because he was wearing a MAGA hat, and that he had was being racist towards this Native American man and had confronted him and was provoking him. And of course, once the longer video was released, and then it became clear that was not at all what had occurred, and that the Native American man who was drumming had approached these boys, these Covington Catholic High School kids, and that he got into Nick Sandmann's face and he was drumming in his face, and that Nick Sandmann maintained his composure. But anyway, so very recently, Nick Sandmann and his family and his attorneys, Lynn Wood and Todd McMurtry, I believe, they settled with Washington Post. They had already settled with CNN, and they are still going to be pursuing defamation suits against the New York Times and other entities. And I just wanted to make a video, as I did for Johnny Depp and Jeffrey Rush, and I just wanted to make a video. And I wanted to thank Nick Sandmann and thank his family and thank his attorneys, Lynn Wood and Todd McMurtry. Thank you so much for doing this, because you're not just doing this for yourself, you're doing this for me, and you're doing it for everyone who has been falsely accused and defamed and mobbed, and whose innocent life and career has been destroyed. I know that Nick Sandmann just had a birthday and just turned 18, so he's very young, but his whole future had been destroyed by the fake news press, by these liars. And all they care about, they don't care if they destroy innocent lives, they don't care if they destroy the life of a child, as long as they can make moral outrage industry money. That's all they care about. Washington Post, CNN, New York Times, ABC News, NBC News, CBS News, GMA. I mean, there isn't anyone who didn't defame me, I was defamed as a genocidal villain who lynches black students at Yale by everyone. LA Times, New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, MSNBC, NBC News. NBC News partially blamed me for the shooting of Stephanie Washington near Yale's campus in April 2019. Yeah. And also for the animosity between the Yale campus police department and the largely black community around in New Haven or surrounding Yale's campus. And I will probably never get my day in court. The New York Times, all of them to this day continue to defame me, to put my life in the gravest danger. The Washington Post recently published what amounted to a death threat against me from Michael Harriot of The Root. The LA Times recently published what amounted to a death threat against me, written by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So, and the New York Times recently defamed me again. The New York Times in August 2019 said that what I had done at Yale was just like a white woman who had pulled a gun on some black kids. And I want to make this perfectly clear. When you defame someone as a genocidal villain who lynches black students at Yale in the New York Times, you are trying to get that person killed. You're trying to drive that person to suicide. You are trying to incite their murder. And everyone knew that I was innocent. Everyone knew that I was a well-documented and lifelong anti-racism activist, human and civil rights activist, a licensed attorney. And this is all the fault of the Yale administration. They led the global vilification and defamation campaign against me. I may never get my day in court. I may never get a chance to sue all of the fake news press and the moral outrage industry, and including all of the public figures with blue check marks and Twitter verified accounts and millions of followers who called for me to be disbarred, expelled, to be destroyed, to be arrested, to be prosecuted, to be put to death, to be raped, to be murdered. And the list just goes on and on. The number one comment I received from woke intersectional feminists was to tell me that I'm so ugly that I should go hang myself like my dead brother. I may never get my chance. I probably won't get my chance to get my day in court and to sue the New York Times and to sue CNN and to sue Washington Post and to sue GMA and to sue The View and to sue Whoopi Goldberg and to sue Sunny Hostin and to sue Joy Behar. I may not get my chance to do that, and to sue Trevor Noah and to sue Comedy Central and to sue The Daily Show. I may never get my chance to do any of this. I may never get my day in court. But this is why it's so important that Nick Sandmann is doing what he is doing, and he is a kid, and he is standing up to the moral outrage industry, and he is saying no more. No more innocent lives destroyed, no more innocent people committing suicide, no more innocent careers destroyed. He is saying no more, and he's doing this for all of us. He's doing it for everyone who has been falsely accused and defamed and mobbed. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for standing up to them, and I hope that they learn their lesson, and I hope that they stop now. I hope that they stop now. They destroyed the Living While Black movement by turning it into a blood sport, targeting vulnerable white women as collective punishment for Trump. And this insanity needs to stop, and it needs to stop now. Thank you, Nick Sandmann. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to go through these defamation suits. I know how hard it is, but I'm just thrilled by your legal victory. I am thrilled that you were able to settle with CNN and Washington Post. I hope they had to pay through the nose. Thank you to your attorneys, Lynn Wood and Todd McMurtry. Thank you so much. Thank you to your family. Thank you so much. You are doing this for me. You're doing it for everyone. You're doing it to restore due process. You're doing it to stop the moral outrage industry from destroying innocent persons' lives. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to have my PayPal me and GoFundMe links below. Please support me. Please donate to my legal fund so that I can also hopefully at least sue Yale, and also hopefully sue the New York Times, sue CNN, sue MSNBC, sue NBC News, sue the Washington Post, sue all of them. Okay, I love you all so much. Have a great night.